Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of agree with certain skins and just how the season is right now. But I'm not gonna get too deep in it. I'm gonna just let this guy talk and let's watch this video.
Epic Games is lazy, and I have some reasons as to why. Hey, howdy, how's it going? My name is VenjiPie, and before we get into this video, I want to preface by saying this is going to be a lot of ranting, but while ranting, I will be coming up with solutions to a lot of the issues that I bring up. So this isn't going to be something like a nothing burger, and instead we'll actually have some sort of solution. But anyways, after looking through most of the recent Battle Pass as of recording this, if you're someone watching this months later, I am so sorry.
I'm not gonna pause a whole bunch, but I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really mess with the battle pass all too much. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, the last Marvel season that we had, better. Just like with skins, how the game felt, it was just better. But the skins in this battle pass, they're all right. Like, they're okay. But only reason I got this battle pass was literally because of the Fortnite crew thing. That's literally all. Like, I could have, if I didn't get the Fortnite crew, I probably would have never gotten the battle pass. Because let me see, what do I really want in the battle pass really? Like, Doom looks okay, but I already got the OG Doom. OG Doom's sick. Like, I don't really need that Doom. And then Emma Frost, I didn't even know who she was until Fortnite added her. And then Gwenpool, that that caught me off guard. I was not expecting Gwenpool to be put in the game. And then the Black Panther for the tier 100, um, she's okay, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Iron Man, comparing tier 100s, Iron Man definitely was the better tier 100. I hope you're enjoying this video. Please subscribe, like, comment, and hit that bell so you can get notified when I post videos and stuff like that.
I hope that this season got better. But I began to realize how little Epic actually cares about the stuff that they put out. Unless it's collab content or just collabs in general, most of the things that are based in just Fortnite, like the Fortnite universe, are incredibly lackluster. In this video, we'll be talking about the Battle Pass, OG Fortnite, seasonal events, and live events, and some other things in between. I don't know. Now, because it's what I mentioned to start this video, the current Battle Pass of Chapter 5 Season 4, we have this spray right here, twice. And also the main style for Mysterio's pickaxe.
Actually, wait, let me go back.
4. We have this spray right
Okay, yeah.
here, twice. And also...
Wait a minute. Why is that? Why do we have the same spray twice? Wait a minute. What's the difference? Let me go back.
Current Battle Pass of Chapter 5 Season 4, we have this spray.
Okay.
Right here, twice. And also the...
There's no difference. Okay, that's kind of funny, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care too much because I don't even really use the spray like that anyways. I think the only spray thing I like is the little fire trash spray, and I just use that in like when I do box fights or when I do realistics or something, when I get salty and calling another person trash.
The main style for Mysterio's pickaxes and the bonus rewards, that's something that personally bothers me, and they've done this like 5 other times. Now, a lot of people view this as nitpicking, and others will say that, well, yeah, the devs are already aware of this issue. Guess what? It still hasn't been changed, and if it has, I will put something right on the screen, but if not, I would like to point it out, because this could have been something else. Some other item would have been very cool. Ever since the format for battle passes have changed, in which you could spend your battle star, battle point, battle thing, whatever the fuck these are, Epic took away a lot of the things that you would originally be able to earn. This is what the original battle pass used to look like. Notice how there are 2 layers and sometimes you can earn double on certain tiers. Can't do that anymore because it's all in one continuous line. In the main battle pass, not the bonus or quest rewards, you can earn exactly 100 items, including V-Bucks and free items. In a battle pass like Chapter 1 Season 4, you can earn over 120 different items. Now, yes, some of these include...
I kind of like it. It's I won't say it's the most perfect battle pass, but I feel like how they do it is it's a lot faster, and a lot of people don't really have that much time to like grind out the battle pass like that. And I could finish the whole battle pass in like 2 weeks if I was playing like super duper hard. And for this, I remember as a kid when I was playing season 10, I was almost about to get the Ultima Knight. I completed all of the challenges, every last one to get it. And then the event happened and I did not get the skin. I got every other Season X skin besides the Ultima Knight. And that's just like made me so sad till this day. I definitely like how they do this battle pass like futurely now.
XP bonuses and challenges for skins, but you were still earning 120 different things. With Chapter 5 Season 4's Battle Pass, and many of the ones before it, these menus and everything are just set up in a way to make you believe that you are getting way more compared to years ago, but you're not. Bonus rewards are just the extra items that we should be getting in the main 100 tiers of the Battle Pass, while the quest rewards are sort of the same. For the bonus rewards, we used to have something back in Chapter 1 called Overtime Quests. These allowed you to get extra styles to some of the skins that you had in that battle pass. Obviously, they have fiddled with the idea for a while since we've gotten the golden styles for, you know, people like Midas. Then eventually it turned into super styles where you just got 3 different colors based on how far you got in levels.
Yeah,
the main issue here is now with the current...
I'm gonna be honest with you, but over here with all this, yeah, they kind of like overdid it. Like they just kept on doing it over and over again. Now it's not as cool anymore. They gotta definitely switch it up a bit. I agree with that.
Styles where you just got 3 different colors based on how far you got in levels. The main issue here is now with the current battle pass, the only way to feel like you actually completed the battle pass by getting to a little bit over 200. I don't know if it's actually level 200 or not for sure on that. It could be like 240, I don't remember. In my opinion, there are many ways to deal with this issue. First, you would need to add challenges for skins back because we don't have that in the current battle pass and we should be getting that every single season. Allow there to be more room in the first 100 tiers so that we aren't just earning styles for a couple of pages. An example of this is we get War Machine and then we get Iron Patriot. We could have had something else in this slot instead of just an extra style. And make it so that these super styles are just based on levels and don't require you to spend stars. Instead of bonus rewards, you could merge everything from quest rewards and bonus rewards all into one space. Then the quest rewards section could be either a new skin, similar to the secret skin, or I don't even know, like maybe like a car or whatever, in which we wouldn't be able to know what or who it was until the week of those challenges go out. Or it could be dedicated to a collab skin. I don't know. Obviously, within this current battle pass being Marvel, this wouldn't exactly work because obviously Epic isn't going to make a big change to their UI. This is just an idea for the future. And of course, we have Dr. Doom, who is technically the bonus skin this season, but he doesn't feel much like a bonus skin at all. In this battle pass, we have 2 skins that are just fake. They aren't actual Marvel skins and they're just a mashup, which in my opinion...
Are y'all rocking these skins in the game? Are y'all rocking these? That's funny.
Could go in the new quest reward section since they are sort of factored into the story. And we could have gotten many other characters in the battle pass instead of Peely and Jonesy, but we only received 5 actual Marvel skins compared to the original Marvel season, which we had a total of 7. If you factor in the bonus skin, those numbers go up by 1. I wouldn't bring this up if Jonesy and Peely's skin were replaced with something that was an actual Marvel character like the Human Torch or the Thing. Oh wait, they're probably going to put that in the item shop.
That would be sick. The Human Torch and the Thing, that would have been a sick. I mean, it makes a lot more sense though. But I think they was just trying to avoid adding all these skins in the battle pass and then not being able to get it. I think they're trying to like stray away from that because now every single battle pass now on, like all the old skins and all that are going to be coming back into the item shop. But you have to wait like at least a year for them to be cycled in the item shop, to be honest, which is crazy.
Who fucking knows? Obviously, they can't change this now, but Jonesy and Peely should have been a completely different character from Marvel.
I agree.
Not a mashup, and most of the pages in the Battle Pass should have been different characters and not just a new style.
OG Fortnite.
This is Project 2025. Looks harmless, right?
This is something that sort of stirred the pot in terms of me thinking in depth of how Epic has been a little lazy. Last year, we received OG Fortnite, an entire month where we were able to play on the original map once again and revisit all of those amazing memories that we had during that time. But there was something that bothered me when it came to playing it. The graphics and designs of pretty much everything was not what it was back in Chapter 1. A lot of people would say, well, it's because this was just a remix season, or it's a different timeline. But I feel like Epic did not care enough to make it an almost one-to-one recreation of Chapter 1. 1. Most of the gun models are from Chapter 2 onward, and even things like the
Yeah.
lighting and colors are just not what they were back in Chapter 1. There was supposed to be a bunch of mini little events and changes to the map that reflected the seasons of Chapter 1, but all we got is pretty much just what Reload is getting right now. Weapons were getting unvaulted and vaulted for the entire month every week. It was leaked that we were supposed to get a Kevin the Cube event where it went around the map again, but that never happened. When Kevin the Cube became a floating island, it wasn't even reactive like how it used to be. These were just all creative assets. The snow biome didn't have Polar Peak and only Frosty Flights. Plus, it was a much smaller of a biome. Greasy Grove wasn't even frozen over. On top of this, the monster in the ice was already broken out, which that has to do with the story, but still, it kind of made Polar Peak like bigger. We were supposed to get stuff based around season 7 to 8, but there was no volcano at the top right of the map, and overall, certain smaller places were just completely overlooked. This made the season feel like a creative map, which the new Reload game mode is pretty much just that. For anyone saying that they probably deleted all the old graphics, the movement, or the models,
Like, I remember when they said that they was gonna bring OG Fortnite back. I remember that. And I was real hyped for that, but they kind of did it in this kind of way. I wish instead of doing it like this, they would have brought back like the whole entire map, and you could have the chance to like replay like the whole entire map and not just play on this like one small one. Because I do agree it does really come off as very Fortnite creative feel to it. I can understand that.
I'm going to show you two things that are current within the game: Save the World and Party Royale. Now, I personally love Save the World, but Party Royale has old movement and uses older graphics from like Chapter 3 before they just stopped supporting it, sort of. While Save the World has every single gun model in the game, from the OG pump and even the sounds. I think Epic was planning the OG season for quite a bit, but it's clear that the OG season was to bring as many people back because they knew that they were losing a lot of players. Others like myself stopped playing because it didn't feel like actual Fortnite. Obviously, chapters before. I wish we got more from Chapter OG, because when Chapter 2 OG comes around, it's going to be the same thing. A month of Season 1, 2, and 3 of Chapter 2, but like Chapter 1 OG, it's gonna suck. And since we're on the topic of trying to bring players back by cashing in the nostalgia checks, it's a great time to acknowledge something that I've brought up already in this conversation: Reload. I believe if Reload didn't release at all, and Epic didn't even try to begin with, Chapter 5 Season 3 would have killed this game. If it wasn't for the current Marvel season catering to the...
I'm gonna be honest. If Reload never came out, Fortnite would have been cooked. I'm gonna be honest with you. People would have not have been playing this game, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It was really fast with like hopping on the OG train again, but it's kind of dead when you have to like save your game from. Basically, just save your game by showing some nostalgia from the old games, and then you still think, maybe we should still try something new. Bro, nobody likes Chapter 5. Come on, bro. Stop with Chapter 5. Just end Chapter 5 and just go back to, like, everything. Like, I know people don't really like Chapter 4 all too much, but I would rather play Chapter 4 than Chapter 5. That's the craziness about it. Like, people used to complain about Chapter 4, but, man, I wish I could go back to Chapter 4. Or if I had a choice, I would rather go back to Chapter 2. But my point is, I just don't like Chapter 5. It was just too much change all at once. With the movement, the guns, just like the feel of the game, how it looks. Just, I did not like it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Even trashier players, a lot of people would have signed off. Reload is also undergoing issues like not having a trios or solos mode yet, and it seems pretty simple in what they need to do for each of them. Clearly, Epic took a lot of inspiration from Rebirth or Resurgence from Call of Duty, because it's quite literally the same exact thing in premise. Apparently, what they want to do is allow players in solos to spawn back as many times as they have gotten kills. Meaning, if you got one kill in your life and then died, you can reboot once, and then if you kill more people, that's as many times as you can reboot before the reboot timer is done. And I think that this is a terrible idea, and Epic should just fully copy Call of Duty and make it so that players need to wait roughly like 30 seconds or something like that to receive a reboot token so that they can come back again, or you can pick up something that has it. I don't fucking... On top of this, they also need to put in spawn protection. I don't understand why, but when you're rebooted, you can just be slapped out of the air, and especially when you're in much
that's
better
annoying.
lobbies,
That is
this
annoying.
an issue. I know people who, console players, and they play like once every year, don't have this issue. Now, for trios, it's pretty clear on what they need to do. It's actually like probably the most simplest thing. Longer respawns than duos, quicker respawns than squads. Very self-explanatory. And something that has bothered me a lot in Reload is the fact that it's considered to be a map based on Chapter 1. Most of the guns are from Chapter 1. But we get weapons that are unvaulted, like the heisted weapons or the mammoth pistol, which in my opinion is terrible and ruins the simplicity of Reload. Completely throws it all out of whack. On top of this, a lot of the places aren't a one-to-one recreation. We have Little Loot Lake and shit like that, which I think is fucking stupid. Just make the actual place. Stop inputting these random creative assets. I don't get it. But honestly, the best way to spice up Reload,
Just to pause, just real quick. I don't want to pause for long. Like for the people that do no build, like in Reloaded, like do y'all like Reloaded no build? Because I really see like not a lot of people playing no build Reloaded, and it's always like the build version of it is like more popular than the other. So for my no build people out there, is the no build OG Reload good to y'all?
is every month or something, change the island from chapter 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 and repeat this forever. Mini versions, of course, not the largest part, like not the big island. We want small island. And in the weeks, vault and unvault certain weapons from that chapter or the seasons within those chapters. They also had the original pump on the loading screen for OG Fortnite when it first launched. They actually took this away eventually when they were doing some like age rating shit, which that was also a really terrible idea.
It really was.
Alright, seasonal events. They are pretty much just, you know, the holidays and stuff like that, like No Sweat Summer, Fortnightmares, Winterfest. All of these things are seasonal events, just to clarify. And the very first thing that we're going to bite straight in the ass is Winterfest. It is evident that Epic went from having this awesome idea to give out free stuff during Christmas time to eventually dwindling it down to just logging in and looking at a shitty-ass menu. I will say this once again. People say that this is nitpicking, and for some reason we should just be thankful that Epic still gives us free stuff during this time. I will say that the coolest part of like 2023 was that Loot Island was reskinned to be Crackshot's cabin. That was the only interesting part of it, really. And the reboot van was also on there, which was even better. Most of the Loot Islands don't do that. But we didn't get to have Crackshot's cabin be in the menus to look around and find little Easter eggs like in the previous years. My main point here is that Epic set a standard, and with things like Crackshot's cabin, they can't just give us a shitty version of it. Do it right. The whole vibe of Christmas is kind of there when you're in Crackshot's cabin. The music that's there and everything doesn't feel like it's Christmas time when there's literally nothing. It feels corporate. Back in 2022, we had at least some cool new idea of having Santa go around the map and throw presents at people. I thought
that was actually kind of funny. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if it was just to be. I got freaking ran over by Santa Claus one time. I still got beef with Santa in this game, bro. He better not. All I gotta say is Santa better not show up on the map again, or he's cooked. That's all I'm gonna say.
That was fun, which honestly they must have thought that that was too good of an idea because they bound Santa to a little island at the top of the map away from literally everything, to the point where some people didn't even know that he existed. There was also no decorations around the map at all. The same thing happened with Fortnitemares. Barely any, if any, decorations around the map were present. The event itself was kind of botched. They added Horde Rush.
All I gotta say, what was really good about this is that was mind-blowing. They added Jack Skeleton though. That was tough. That was actually tough. Seeing Jack Skeleton in the game.
Again, but they did nothing new with it. They unvaulted things like Candy and the Witch's Broom while adding a new weapon called the Woodstake Shotgun. At least I think it's new.
No, this gun is ass. Trash. Completely doo-doo butter.
They have that as a part of their patch notes, so I think it's new. But don't worry, Epic put all their effort into the collab skins. Granted, they are really good looking. I do like them. But the skins were the only interesting part of Fortnitemares for 2023. The previous years had just more in terms of making it feel like it was Halloween time. There was also clearly much more effort put into the patch notes from 2023 to 2022. It's night and day. Then there's other little things, like other events that we have had before, like No Sweat Summer or like 14 Days of Summer. Random little challenge things that happen. They're just kind of ass. It's sort of the same thing over and over again, and it's not interesting at all. All it is just to earn XP most of the time.
Bro, the No Sweat Summer thing, I remember they did not do anything. I forgot what season it was, but all they did was just put paint on like a side of a mountain and then called it a summer fest thing. And it was so lame, bro. I don't know what they just don't like to do things fun for people anymore, with the seasonal stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's No Sweat Summer event. I think it was in chapter 4. I'm not too sure. But that was so lame, bro. It was crazy.
Time when you earn items, it's like a pickaxe and that is it, and the pickaxe doesn't even look good. Sometimes it can be a glider, still doesn't look good. Sometimes it can be a wrap or a spray, also sucks ass, not interesting at all. But overall, it just kind of feels like how the current Marvel season is, where you know that it's Marvel, similar to like, all right, I know it's Halloween, but it doesn't feel like you're actually in that like genre or something, it doesn't feel like you're in Halloween. It doesn't feel like you're in Marvel. It doesn't, I don't feel like I'm marveling it out.
Look who it is. This is Ju Yuen, a public security officer. She's among the best in...
But all I gotta say is you probably feel that Marvel thing when you get messed up by War Machine's gloves or get flown in by Iron Man. And then I don't even want to talk about Doom, but you don't even get Bro until like Final Circle, which is kind of lame. And he has a 5% chance of spawning. So that's also kind of lame too.
One of the things that people look forward to at the end of a season, not end of a chapter, was the in-game live events. The very first one, believe it or not, I didn't even get to see. My mom came home with groceries and made me get off, so I had to rewatch it in replay mode. But the first event was the rocket taking off and creating a rift in the sky. For Fortnite at the time, no one knew what the hell was going on. This was insane, and it was awesome, and everyone got to experience it, and I also think someone got like a kill record by killing a bunch of people.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep, it's wild.
I don't think it ever counted though, like as like a Guinness Book of World Record thing or whatever, because it was during a weird, I don't know why they didn't count it. But then
they should have counted
season,
it.
We had Kevin the Cube,
that was
which
wild.
was pretty much all season. He went around the map, kind of fucked shit up. Then eventually went to Loot Lake, turned it into the Thanos Lake, I think some people called it. It was bouncy.
No, it was called Lean Lake, for your information. Lean Lake.
People made some cool videos with that. And then finally we saw what happened to Kevin in season 6, where the Loot Lake island in the middle became a floating island and then proceeded to go around the map. Another notable event would be the mech fighting the monster in season 9. All of these events were amazing. Then eventually this changed. We went from seeing these amazing moments to sitting in a little creative map and gathering coins.
Mike, I hated that event. It was so bad. It was like, I was such a snooze fest. I'm like, and what had me dead too about this event, I swear, every Fortnite creator was so fake. They did not, they said, oh, we're having so much fun. Woo, best event, wee. No, bro, that event was trash. And I guarantee you the reason why they don't say it's trash is because they don't want to lose their Fortnite creator code or their relationship with Fortnite. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, this was lame. This was lame. Straight up.
And hoping something happens. I fucking hated this event. I don't even know what year this was. I found the gameplay after the fact, because I'm reading a script right now.
It was when we was entering into chapter 4.
Hated this event so much because I sat here, I don't even know for how long, but it felt like an hour. Then at the end of chapter OG, the live event was actually supposed to be much longer, with Eminem having an insane concert planned.
Yeah,
definitely probably been better than Travis Scott. Maybe came close, I don't know, but it would have been actually something. But we were cut short and instead just got to see all the bullshit that Epic was trying to advertise to the player base. And I hope that that's clear to a lot of people. That was the only reason why that event even happened. It was to show Lego, it was to show racing, and it was to show festival, the music festival stuff. Without that, didn't mean anything. There was also supposed to be, like, sports. That didn't happen, because fuck you. Why would Epic want to try something new? Then in Chapter 5, the current chapter, Epic decided to make a big deal out of almost nothing, several times. We saw a couple things explode last season, and it was teased that it was Dr. Doom behind all of it. But I feel like everyone kind of already knew that the Wanderer, which was this guy right here, we already knew who the fuck he was. We knew what he was doing. We understood what was going to happen. Everything was leaked, so it didn't matter. It's all readily available online. It's not hard to find this stuff out, especially with TikTok being prominent. Like, this isn't crazy for people to find out like all of these leaks. And then we've had things like Metallica do their concert, and Karol G, Kid Laroi. These fucking suck. Like, I'm sorry. These are terrible. Carol G's I felt like was a little bit cooler because
What kind of dance moves are that? What's bro doing?
I was there.
Does she looked like she needed to go use the restroom or something. She was holding her her crap in. That's wild.
For that one. Kid Leroy's not that interesting.
Nope.
Metallica's, I was there for that. That one sucked ass. That one was just walking around simulator, and that sucked major dick. But
Funny.
Travis Scott will somehow, since chapter 2 of...
Isn't that insane? How does something from all the way in the past still better than the present? That should not be a thing. How is Travis Scott's concert still the best? You know how long ago that was, bro? That should not be the case now.
Fortnite. Since chapter 2 will continue to be the best concert of all time. That's not a good thing. Why?
Yeah.
There's so many different, like, you could have done something cool with the island. It's always just do something with the island. And the only reason we got the regular live events was because the story that Epic was creating behind the scenes. But ever since Donald Mustard left, the game has been in a very large state of decline.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, just saying that Epic is lazy and bringing up the issues doesn't do anything besides beat a dead horse at this point, because I feel like everyone has said it, but when you really put it in a perspective of all the stuff, it kind of makes a little bit more sense. But I want it to be understood that Epic can do a lot with very little. They have done this before, but players excusing these issues by saying, well, it's just a game, or, well, I'm enjoying it, so I don't care. That's just...
Oh, let me hit you with another thing that say, just play another game. Bro. Listen. I like the game, and I know you probably like the game too, but at the same time though, you can criticize your favorite game. Like, you can call out what was better, what they did previously, and say what they're doing now is not so good. So all I'm saying is that, yeah, you could play another game, but I'm gonna be honest with you. What other game is there to play right now? That's a good question.
It's incredibly ignorant. I'm someone who advocates for things like simplicity in Fortnite, like even with the item shops or the loot pool. But ever since we have gotten the new creative director for Fortnite, and things have just clearly changed in terms of goals and morals for Epic Games. It's very evident that they just won't ever care that much again. And the only way to get them to care is by not playing their game, which in this case, is not really going to happen. Fortnite is not something that other games can just create. It's a 1 in a million in terms of the gameplay and art style. Granted, the art style may have gotten a bit, shittier at certain points. It's much worse from when it first was created, but the message of this video is, as a community in anything, as a greater number of people, you can decide what happens to a lot of things, and that type of power should be valued and understood very deeply. Remember when the Helldivers community got Sony to back down? Not never what. I do plan on making a video about Nick 830 again, by the way. I don't know if you've seen that video. Holy fucking shit. Sorry, that's like off topic, but Jesus. But getting Sony to like stop doing what they were doing and revert some of their changes, obviously there's a little bit of issues there, but getting them to sort of back down was not something that just a couple people said, I'm going to stop playing, and that stopped them from doing that. It was because a lot of people all united for one simple thing: change. This doesn't just apply for video games, but in this case I am using it for that. Just know that I care a lot about Fortnite because I have played this in its earliest years, not like 2011, but 2017. I have seen how good this game can be, and I just want that to happen again. Now, time to sell out. I have another channel called Benji Pie Live, which will be shown at the end of this video and will be in the description as well. I post pretty much anything there that's not just ranting or commentaries like how you see right here. It's like a little playground. I just try out new shit, just do whatever I want, really. And if you want to see, gaming with friends, funny moments, whatever, literally anything, but just revolve.
Is this guy just plugging? Yeah, I think that's probably the most of the video, but I kind of agree with what he was saying about how we got to come together as a community and just call out the problems. And I think the best way to see change, but we see, like, just with like gaming in general, like when we see a game that we don't like to play or we don't want to support, we don't play it. And I feel like if you really want to see change into your game, you gotta mess with the company's money. If you mess with the company's money, then they're gonna be like, oh dang, why are they not playing my game? I need money. They could, how can we make more money? They're gonna start thinking and get back on the they need to make more money grind. And we need Fortnite to have some competition so they can be scared of losing the players again. Kind of like when during that chapter 1 season 8 when they made the battle pass free because Apex came out. We need Fortnite Epic Games to be scared of a company that could potentially take their players away. And we need to just stop playing the game if you don't like it. If you don't like the game, then don't play it. And Fortnite, after a while, if a lot of people just stop playing the game because they don't like it, Fortnite is gonna suffer because of that, and then we might see more change, and they might start listening to the community a bit more. But yeah, that's all of the video right now though. Like this is a very good video. Let me plug my boy real quick. Make sure you subscribe to Ben Chappie, if that's his name. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but make sure you subscribe to his channel. This was a really good video, and make sure you subscribe to this one too. I hope you all have a good day. Peace.